Welcome to Vinny the Axe. Today I have something super cool to show you. This is a great guitar, and I'm gonna say I might keep this guy. Alright, so let's do some unlatching of the case. Here we go. Ready? Wham! Check that out. So this is a 2022 build Gibson Mod Collection 1970s style Flying V. Now this is like a one-off from their mod collection or mod shop, and this has got a couple of different things to the standard 70s Gibson Flying V. So for instance, this has black hardware, like a black chrome style hardware, different knobs, which I like. I think they should use those more often. Those are pretty cool. This has different electronics in it. So this comes with a Burstbucker 2 in the bridge and a Pro in the neck, which sound fantastic. And custom cream pickguard. And as well as the truss rod logo cover at the headstock. Really great guitar, got it for a really good price, and I have to say that, I know I say this on everything, but I'm going to say on this one, I think I'm going to keep this guy. Not only does it look fantastic, but let's plug her in so you can hear how she sounds. Welcome back to Vinny the Axe. So, totally thrilled with this guitar. This mod collection Gibson 1970s style V is just off the chain. Now, I was looking for a V, so I happened to be just searching and searching and searching online for months. And I was looking closely at the 70s production V, which is pretty much almost the same guitar, just some certain things have been changed on this. But what I like about this is that they put this cream pickguard on here, which really styled the guitar really good, because the production one has a pure white pickguard, and then it makes this look like an off-white color, but this kind of reverses it and makes it look a little bit more classy kind of type of thing. The zebra pickups look awesome in here, and then Burstbucker 2 and Burstbucker Pro, I think, is in the neck. And the black hardware, the whole thing, they just set the whole thing off. It looks really cool. And the reason why I wanted the 70s one is I like the truss rod cover with the logo on it on the headstock instead of the writing up here at the tip of the headstock. I don't know, it's a personal preference, and I just think it looks better. Anyway, this is one of those ones where I had to have this one, and when I saw it up for sale, and I made an offer to the guy, and he was super nice, and actually we came to an agreement on a price, and I believe I got a really good deal on it, and the guitar is just fantastic. Not something I would normally run out and go buy. I've only owned, out of the hundreds of guitars I've owned in the last 30 years, I think I've owned two other Vs total, and that was a Washburn V back in, I want to say the early 2000s. I wish I still had that one because they made a limited run of those, and it was all black, satin black with a diamond plate pickguard on it. It was kind of heavy if I recall, but it was good sound and just wasn't my thing back then. I don't know. And then the other V was I had a Carvin Ultra V that I had them spec out for me and had them put an Alan Holdsworth headstock on. It had red and black pickups. Whoever got that guitar that I sold it to, they made out great because that was a fantastic V. But it had like the sharp points on it. I was looking for something a little bit more classic, like to go with my classic body and hairstyle falling apart here, you know. And I think this is just a really cool 70s, 80s kind of heavy metal hairband vibe thing going on with it. I really, really quite like it. So really just totally pleased with this. And I did a little thing in the intro with a little like 80s backing track. And if you want to jam to that backing track, I'm going to link the guy that made that backing track because it is pretty cool. I just like to jam the backing tracks here and there, and I just thought it'd be fitting for the intro. Again, it's not totally pro mixed or nothing. I record on an iPod, iPhone iPod. See, that's how dated I'm getting. An iPhone, and I don't really do any kind of mixing or anything. I don't know how to do any of that, to be honest with you. So I just kind of just turn the phone on and hit record, and then just do some improv stuff over it, and then just be done. So I think if I have to go and do a whole production thing with it, I don't have the time to do it, and I probably would not want to do it because it would just be too time consuming to mix things down and buy all the software and the learning curve of learning how to actually mix and record. There's a total art to that. My hat's off to people that know what they're doing with that because like I said, it's definitely an art and it takes years to perfect that. But for right now, the iPhone thing seems to be working, and I really, to be honest with you, I think technology is escaping me, or technology's running ahead and I'm falling behind. And I think the older I get, the worse it's going to get. And I used to make fun of my parents about tech back in the day, and now it's what's happening to me. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video today. I hope you enjoyed looking at the guitar, because I'll tell you what, it is quite fantastic. And these mod collections, just before I go, these mod collection guitars, I don't know exactly what's going on there. Some of them that you look at when you go online, let me back up. They're all one-offs. So what they do is they spray them weird colors or weird combinations of specs, and they got a really cool eye for doing that, And I think what it is sometimes they're like factory seconds, or there's flaws in the guitar. You'll see flaws in the binding. They'll disclose it online. There's little flaws in the binding, or there's some stuff what happens when they install the nut at the headstock, or there'll be a ding in the body or something to that effect, and then they'll just clean it up, and then they'll spray it like a really cool color, overspray it, or whatever they're doing, or add some crazy pickups, and then they'll sell them, and it's actually a good marketing thing, because they're actually getting rid of stuff that's you know, that wouldn't probably sell for high dollar, or just wouldn't, you know, would sell it like factory B stock or whatever. They're selling for top dollar because it's all tricked out. Now, each one of them comes with a spec sheet or inspection sheet telling you exactly what's wrong. With this guitar, there was only two things, and they said that their terminology was some trash in the paint on one of the sides of the guitar. But even the guy I bought it from disclosed it to me. He's like, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't see any trash in anything. And, you know, maybe they're being super nitpicky now because people are nitpicky. But I'm pretty OCD and nitpicky, and I've been over the guitar. And to be quite honest with you, I don't really see anything in the paint. And there's nothing wrong with the fretwork. There's nothing wrong with the body. This is a very clean mod collection guitar. That it, you know, it looks better. It looks just as good as anything that would come out of the shop without, you know, them disclosing anything. So I'm quite happy with it. I think it sounds stellar, and I'm gonna say that this is probably gonna be a keeper. Um, and then I'm gonna be doing another episode soon with the blue guitar, because I told you I hate blue, and I've had this blue guitar, and I had it up for sale. Then I had like an epiphany about it, and I decided to make it work for me. And we'll talk about how much I hate blue and how much I'm liking blue, and I'm gonna keep them. So anyway, thanks for watching the channel. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to build the channel up, and have a great week.